Thank you. Thanks, Tom, for the kind words. And Alex, congratulations and welcome aboard. Just a little bit of history. Obviously, when Alexander retired, we stayed in touch over the last year. He's joined our staff in a variety of different ways, and I've been over to Europe on multiple occasions to meet with him, to talk to him, to travel with him, and it just became clearer and clearer that he had everything you need in a general manager except experience. And he and I have talked recently about moving back to St. Louis and taking a large role with our team. I think the easiest part for Alexander is going to be the competitive part, knowing what it takes to win, knowing what type of people you need to win. But I won't speak for him. I think he got his eyes wide open at our amateur meeting last week on things that go on behind the scenes. So for the next couple of years, it's going to be business as usual. Alexander will be with the team. He'll be out scouting with me. He'll be out scouting with our staff, and then he will take the reins. The reason that I went to Tom last year was that I try and start every decision with what's best for the Blues, and then I go down, and then the last question I ask myself is what's best for the Blues. And when I thought about staying on managing, I love managing. I could manage for at least another decade without any reservation. But the last question is that best for the Blues? And I really think that the time when I signed my 4-year extension, we were going to go through some difficult decisions with veteran players that I had the utmost respect for. We had to make decisions on players entering their prime, and I felt having an experienced hand at that point was going to be beneficial to the organization. And that 4 years extension, I think, is going to get us through that. And I think at that point, I love the Blues, and I want to do what's best for the Blues. And at that point, I think it's going to be best for someone with vision that can look past 5 or 6 years, can look 15 years into the future, can have that staying power to be here for a long time, to build not one more championship team, but Alexander's goal is to build multiple more championship teams. How it affects the next 2 years, I think, is very important. I called our leadership group last night, our captains, and I said, we've been honest that we have a plan. We have a vision on the ice, and now this is a vision off the ice. But the vision on the ice for today's players isn't about when he takes over as managers. It's about what we do this year in training camp. And I told our leadership group that I have a plan. Their job is to disrupt my plan. Their job is to put ourselves in a situation next February where we win that game that we lost last year and propels us into a spot where they've lobbed the ball to myself and our staff that you need to improve our team. We've shown you that we're capable to make a push. And that's their job responsibility. We're consistent. We're building through the draft. We did last year. We have multiple picks this year. But if our players can step up and do the job that I know they can do, we want hard decisions. We want to have to maybe give an asset we don't want to give to support a team that's pushing for the playoffs and pushing for not just making the playoffs, but having success. So that, in a nutshell, is, I think the long-term vision for this franchise is under Alex, but the short-term is under myself with Alex learning. And we're excited about the next 2 years. I'm excited that Tom believes that I can provide some leadership to Alex and teach him some of the tricks of the trade that I have learned over my almost 20 years as a manager, and get him set up. And as I said, it's going to be the things away from the cameras that are the ones that he's going to pick up quickly, but nothing teaches experience like experience. And so that's what we're going to do over the next 24 months to get him ready, and then we're going to be here to make sure that he has great success. So with that, Steen, congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, Tom.